Retard.
Okay. So. Okay. So, welcome back, everyone. I just made one mistake. I think I need to have a look. Options, data, general options, miscellaneous, no.
Multiplayer on.
Data, yeah. Apply, go back, resume. Okay, and we are on West Europe again, right?
Yes, of course.
Okay. Now,
where do you park?
I am parking somewhere in the...
Oh, it's not in mine here.
No, so you're on the other side. I can see you there.
Ah, okay. I can see your name tag as well,
yes.
at least.
Yeah, so I thought we parked somewhere close to 16 left, so that's why.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Then I have to text a little bit longer.
Yeah. All right, so guys, welcome. Can or could you fly a real plane? Harlequin. Yeah, that's what I do for a living. If you read the description below... Actually, no, hang on. Oh, that's on YouTube, isn't it? I'm not sure. So...
You really need to paint in your description real pilot.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I need to. Right. Something's clicking. What's clicking here?
Maybe your parking brake. If your parking brake lever, hardware lever is set to on, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. So, yeah, Harlequin, welcome. How are you doing? Yeah, it's the same thing. Some of these buttons are still modeled to. What I can do though, I'll tell you the quickest thing to. No, that's 737. So let's do search by input. If I then move these buttons, see that's the thing. So I need to get rid of those, clear, and then search by input. Yeah, lights off. So like that again. It's a bit. That is a bit of a nuisance. So now.
Have you mapped them, or what were they mapped by default?
They were mapped by default, unfortunately. Now let me just see.
Best idea would be to use a complete empty profile and then only map the things you really need. I did this as well.
Yeah. Yeah, the thing is, yeah, once you have already set up so many viewpoints, so I'm kind of, you know, reluctant to do that now after I've done so much already.
Are the viewpoints related to the throttle profile?
No, some of them are in the throttle, yeah, and some of them are on the joystick.
Ah, okay, I understand.
So, unfortunately. So let me just go ahead and do the rest here. Strobes on, clear. Enough lights on, almost there. So one more thing, and pitot heat. No, don't need pitot heat as well. So that should be it. There we go. Hey Lee, wie geht's dir? And Andreas, hey Ignas. Right, weirdly enough, so here in Seattle, yeah, I get about 50-ish FPS in the flight deck. So outside is fine. What a beautiful livery, one engine out. Gorgeous. Lovely. What was the... No, what was the key again, the button for... to hide the
name tags.
Name tags. Is it called name?
I mapped it to F1. I don't know what you need.
Yeah,
what
probably
you used.
F6. There we go.
Okay. And you are in the 700 or 800?
700. Cool.
You don't have the 600, right?
No, I don't. Do I? No, okay. I have a 7 and the 800, yeah.
Mm.
Toggle nameplates, F6. Oh, I have to be in the flight deck, yeah. Okay, it doesn't work outside, that's why. Okay, let me just do something else here real quickly. Just go back to 30 FPS here. Because the... PMDG is a bit hungrier regarding that. So, let's do the preparations then. And this does have a FMC position. There we go. Lee, mir geht's gut, danke. I hope you're well. So let's go with index position. Position unit is already done. So routing. We are going from Seattle. So again, I was really surprised by the salty add-on.
Yes, I also was surprised, and it was very nice how it flew.
Yeah. So I'm sure that, I guess, sometimes people will run into issues because it's not that stable in the end, but yeah, again, I was surprised I was able to do that flight.
Have you tried flight plan changes during the flight?
No, so today I just did, well, I did mod the routing a little bit, because I did a new approach, so I entered the new ILS approach, and it actually sequenced everything nicely with that transition.
Oh, very good. Yeah.
Hey.
I can remember a long time ago the A320 had a lot of problems managing or changing the approach route.
Okay. Yeah.
So I think it was you changing something in the route, and the complete approach was disappeared.
Okay.
Or the complete flight plan even was disappeared.
Okay. So I'm going to go with the Seattle 8 departure, radar vectors to Seattle, and then we join the airway Juliet 505. Hey Ted, how are you doing? Nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. And we're going to Twisp. Twisp. So it's going to be interesting to see how the airport enhancement works then for the approach later on for the runway, because it is snow covered, as we saw.
Yeah, exactly. I don't have the exact add-on like you have. I have another one, but I have read in some forums where many people requested a feature of Asobo, where in the snow landscape the runway should be cleaned from snow and the apron and the taxiways, but no React at all from Asobo. And there were other people in the same thread. They recommended to use this add-on because it will clean up the runway a bit.
Okay, nice. Yeah. Yeah, so we know that if it's snow covered, it's really difficult to see the runways here in Microsoft.
It's everything completely white. You can't see anything.
Okay, so Brennelt, we are flying the RNF 15, correct?
Right, correct. It's the only approach where you can find there. But I can see the real pilots. I think they have a kind of company routes because they do a complete different approach, which isn't published.
Okay. So the idea is that the approach will lead us to a point MLAC, and we're going to be pretty high at that point. So if you just follow the normal profile to MDA, which is 4,400 feet roundabout, that still leaves you a good 2,700 feet above the runway. So Brennelt quite rightly said that it's going to be a circle, and you're only allowed to circle in the west, and obviously because there's too many mountains on the east side, so west side. So if we land on runway 15, the idea would be to cross the runway and then join a right-hand downwind. So right-hand pattern for runway 15. So that's.
I sent you a picture in Discord where you can maybe you can show it if you like.
Let me see if I can quickly call it up. So that would be the idea, to do that. So yeah, that's the idea, to do that kind of circle there over the runway.
The red one for the 15 and the blue one for the 33.
So the question will be more like, how many track miles do we have to do that?
Yeah, I tried it already 2 or 3 times and it works.
Yeah, it does look tricky, yeah, you're right. Fuel.
It's scary and it's exciting and it's very close to the mountains. You need to be very slow already at the beginning of the descent, but it's doable.
Yeah, so Scatter 3000 is going to be a tough one. Hope it doesn't get worse.
No problem. I checked the weather half an hour or 1 hour ago and it was okay.
Okay, so 5.7 tons block fuel. It has a bit of extra, about half an hour. So flight time's only, let me see, how much is the flight time? Flight time is about 50 minutes. So not too bad. And then we have not many passengers today, so 43 tons of fuel weight roundabout. So do 50% load or something. Yeah, that's fine. Well, actually, let's do 50 passengers. Cool. Right. Cool. So we'll do double click that. Reserves should be, so the alternate I've chosen is Calgary, and for that I need 1.5 tons of fuel. Cost index is 38, and cruising level 390. Well, we can do 39 or 37. The cruise wind is, wow! Did you see the wind, Brenold?
No? How much?
110 knots.
Wow. Tail or head?
Well, we're tracking, let's see, north, well, it's probably crosswind, pretty much 90 degrees from the left, I would guess. So it doesn't really help.
But in the approach, it's only variable wind at 3 knots. Maybe a bit tail, but I think it doesn't matter.
So the temperature up there is minus 61. So a bit colder than ESA. So then we go for takeoff. Let's calculate that with a strong Gulf Stream from Alaska. Oh yeah, Brendan, one more time. What daytime do you have?
I'm on real time, actually. Because they have daylight now.
Is there someone here in the in our Discord? No, I'm just thinking who's in my Discord coughing all the time, but it's not. It's FS Realistic, isn't it?
Okay.
Right, profile. Let me load a profile. Actually, it is an active profile. 737-700. That really put me off. I thought somebody here. Cockpit ambience. Let's disable that. Crash screaming. No way. Forget it.
Do you think is this FS Realistic worth to buy?
There's a lot of people saying yes, especially with the touchdown sounds and so on. But I don't know. I'm not yet convinced completely.
Is it only for audio?
No, it's vibrations, all kinds of stuff. So civil aviation or jets.
But it's doing something on the visuals, something like water spray or so.
Yeah. Well, no, not water spray. You don't. It's not what you have with in prepared. It just sounds really and some movement.
Okay.
So I just need to clear out a couple of these points. Sneezing? No. Thank you. Toilet flush? No, thank you. Now the touchdown movements, they're also way too heavy.
And all the time feels that you like crashed on the runway with 150 feet per minute.
Exactly,
so.
exactly, yeah. Okay, so that should be fine then. Nice. Good. Good. So routing's in, and all I need to do Topcat for the takeoff performance. 737-700. We're flying from Seattle.
You really have the 700 in Topcat?
Yeah.
Awesome. I only have the 800.
So takeoff weight is 51.4. Flaps config optimum, 16 left. Weather is updated. Compute. So the QNH, or actually the altimeter, is 3022 at the moment. And you said you're on real time as well. Real time live weather. Okay, cool. Displays. Cool. Let's just try those buttons there. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Cool. So we are supposed to have a flaps 1 takeoff. And
what happened to my IRSs?
Not aligned?
Yeah, they were aligned. Everything was completely prepared, but I was on APU, and then I waited for you to come. And then I think my APU died or something like that, and now my IRSs are no more aligned.
Ah, okay. Were the system, was it system unpowered for?
Maybe, but I don't know why. Because like I said, the APU was running all the time, and I had, of course, enough fuel.
Yeah, and normally they have a kind of a buffer battery where it wouldn't.
Normally, yes. But maybe not simulated.
Yeah.
Okay, I recycled the IRSs. Let's see if it works.
They may need to align again.
Yeah, but I have them on instant right now.
Okay, that should be done. So Seattle 8 departure. We're departing 16 left. It's heading 165. And we'll climb initially, let's say, 6,000.
When I press on LNAV, it lights up for a half a second, and then the lights disappear.
Okay. And routing, everything set?
Routing is set, of course. I recycle the flight director. Flight director's on. On the captain side, no navigation and no primary flight display.
Okay, but the INS are all aligned, because that would signal.
Let me have a look in the boss page. IS left not aligned.
Yeah.
The other one is aligned.
Yeah, then you need to put the left one off again for, let's say, 10 seconds, and then do one more alignment.
Yeah.
Matty G says LNAV will flash if initial waypoint is more than 5 degrees from runway heading. Okay.
Okay.
But for me it's working, so I put the Seattle 8 in as well, so...
For me it was working as well, as I was on APU. Everything was correct. But now, I don't like to do the complete flight manually.
No, Gabriel, I'm not. This is absolutely standard. I mean, maybe with the livery, someone did change the cockpit textures as well, but I'm not using any mods. No. Dementorian, good evening.
Okay, I'm right now.
Okay, cool.
Everything okay.
Roger. So let's close everything and then we'll go.
Do you have a departure briefing, Blackbox? Because it is a weird departure.
Well, Seattle 8, no, so what's happening is runway heading, 165 degrees, and then intercept the Seattle 161 radial, and then you get radar vectors normally.
Okay.
And that's it. And you get radar vectors back to Seattle or to intercept a radial inbound to the next fix or VOR or something. So,
Okay.
and the next VOR, actually, it's a waypoint flak. So you would probably say on course to flak, and then you just go direct. Cool. So APU is running. That's all good. That's good. Right. Actually, open. And we're going 390. The landing elevation.
1650.
Yeah. Thank you. No, Jonas, we're flying on multiplayer, meaning here on Microsoft multiplayer, but we're not doing shared cockpit now. But very likely next week there will be another shared cockpit flight. So ground services release. All right. Parking brake works. That was a good tip, Brennell, regarding the sensitivity of the brake pedal axis.
Yes, I had the same problem here.
Now, do we want to try GSX? That is the question.
If it tends to crash, then better not.
Everything's closing up, that's good. Well, we might as well try. Yeah, I think it's probably going to be very basic, Mark. Remember how difficult it is to sync all these data refs? So more likely what happens is that if you use the standard aircraft, maybe it does work to a certain extent. Right, I don't think it's going to find any AFCAT file for here, so let's just do a pushback here in that. So, oops, we'll do that, and then we'll do 50 meters straight back. Or the nose, is it left or standard left? Turn nose, cross the T. I wonder what all these different self-drive. Oh, self-drive. That's a good idea.
No, this doesn't work. I never got it to work.
Hmm.
Cross the T is nothing else. It's that it pushes you back to the taxi line and then push you forward, so that you ends up exactly on the position where you was, but 90 degrees cross. Difficult to come.
Okay, so and then you turn the nose to the left. Let's say dot to the eye. Okay. Let's try that. Probably going to face the wrong way now, knowing my luck, but who knows.
And the problem is always to know if they mean the nose to the left or the tail to the left.
Yeah, well, it says nose.
Ah, yeah, okay. Oh, Steppke is here to fly with us, I think.
Brakes released.
Nice. Right, let's try a checklist, shall we?
Brakes released. Here we go.
Here we go. So oxygen is tested, navigation transfer display switches, normal auto, window heat is on, pressurization mode selector is auto, flight instruments check, parking brake is off, engine start lever is cut off. Right, before set to the line, fuel is 5,700 kilograms. And pumps on. passenger signs are on. MCP, we got V2 127 heading 165. Altitude should be 6,000. Oh, it's doing the right way. Cool. So apparently it's supposed to pull us forward again then. Okay, we'll see. Take a speeds, V1. 122, VR 123, and V2 is 127. Okay. CD pre-flight completed, aileron rudder trim neutral, and briefings completed. Below the line, windows, doors closed. Anti-collision light is on. So let's go. Packs are off. Engine 2 start. Oh, it's pulling us forward. How cool. Yeah, nice.
Pushback complete.
Which mode have you selected?
It's called .DI.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Sim Caesar, how are you doing? Thank you so much again for the raid.
Find valid airport data at this position. Services are not available.
Alright, steering pin is disconnected. Watch for the slip release.
Here comes the
Backside
fuel.
left. Have a good flight.
That took a long time to realize that there is no AFCAT fire.
Do you have an add-on for this airport here?
No.
But I think it's a hand model from Asobo.
No.
Looks a bit better than standard.
Hey, forward, Goodie. I need to ask Sencha, someone who knows how to get custom-made profiles loaded here in Microsoft. Oh,
Welcome aboard the Captain Black Box Duo Channel
Hey,
experience.
Sim Caesar, thank you so
Could new
much.
subscribers please make their way to the first class cabin, where complimentary drinks, snacks, and premium flight infotainment will be served.
Sim Caesar, thank you so much for
Thank
gifting
you.
us up to Fly787. And also thanks again for hooking me up regarding that shared flight with the Quas. Right, here comes the fuel.
Blackbox, can you explain what the PAX auto mode do? When do it switch to on and when to off?
No, so normally you leave them in auto, and then the pack flows, so the amount of air going through the packs is regulated automatically depending on if there's one pack or if APU bleed is used, etc. And if you want high flow, let's say the air quality is bad, so passengers complaining, cabin crew complaining, you can put that manually to high flow.
But it does not have anything to do with PAX off for takeoff automatically.
No.
Okay.
That does not work. Sim Caesar, I hope you had a great stream. Thank you so much. What were you up to, Sim Caesar? I don't think we need... engine anti-ice, just one setting here, 5. Temperature is... Oh, we do. It's 6 degrees, and it's raining. Yuck. So we need engine anti-ice. Blimey.
Okay. For me, snow rain.
Flight control check. Guys, big shout out to Sim Caesar. If you do not know him yet, please check out his channel on Twitch. It's weird, that route command should work. I don't know why it's not showing the route here. Oh, I think I know why. Hang on. Streaming. Config. Oh yeah. So I need to. get a token real quickly. Hold on. So let's see if that worked. There we go, that's the routing. Yeah, I need to reconnect again. Good, so before taxi checklists, generators are on, probe heat is on, anti-ice, engine anti-ice is on, isolation valve is auto. Oh, actually not yet, hang on. Now it's auto. Engine start switch is continuous, recall was checked, auto brake is RTO, engine start levers idle detent, flight controls were checked and ground equipment is clear. Let's taxi. 216 left.
You really climbed the 390 for that short flight.
Well, that's what it calculated. We'll see if I can make it. Right, brake
Okay.
check. Brakes are working. Nope. Those fire engines. Man, that was scary. Let's go left and then right. Really? You flew to the airport we're flying today in the Bonanza yesterday. Cool little airport. Lovely. Yeah, in the sim, yeah, that's what I expected, yeah. Can something like an engine failure happen in Microsoft? Not really, so there's not really a failure model. What can happen is that if your add-on supports these service-based failures, then yeah, then you can have failures. But normally in a normal add-on, without selecting anything in that regard, you shouldn't have any failures now.
Do you have taxi lights on?
Let me check.
It looks so dark.
Now I should.
Okay.
Lovely LED lights. Love it. Oi, there's someone. Fast. Someone's in a hurry.
Yeah. Taxiing with 80 knots.
And someone right behind that as well.
Blackbox, what are these dashed yellow lines which are crossing the taxiway?
Hmm. Taxi holding points. So normally you have a sign on the side as well.
Ah, okay.
It gives a description, and the
Here
controller
it's-
can say hold at such and such, and then you can hold exactly at that taxi line. It signals a crossing taxiway.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like they're having a race.
They are not simulating, they are playing.
Yeah. Let's see who it is.
Here comes the TVM.
Yeah.
That's bad if he taxis through me. Of course he is.
Yeah. I already had 2 aircraft just go right through me there. Yeah, well, that's the problem with normal multiplayer.
Yeah. Yeah, I would love to use the groups, but they are so unreliable.
Yeah, we
Simply
tried them.
can't use them.
No. So I'm gonna wait here. Hopefully the TBM will depart very soon. If not, I will depart. Another TBM. Oh, it looks like they're doing a group flight or something. So before takeoff,
Maybe.
flaps 5, green light, and trim should be 5.25 is set. Lol. What are they doing? What are they doing?
Do you know there is a point on my checklist for the 737 which says fuel flow, reset, then rate. Do you know about that? What it means?
Which one? Which aircraft?
737. Fuel flow, reset, then rate. I know there is a switch which is above the ECAM. Little switch which 3 positions. Reset is up and rate used is down, but I don't know what the meaning is of that.
So, if you look at your engine display,
Yeah.
so if you look at, that's a fuel flow, where's fuel used? So normally you have a fuel used value.
Okay.
So it's not there. So, and rate is the current rate, and if you switch that to used, oh, there we go. So if you do momentarily down, you will get fuel used indication instead of fuel rate. So the fuel rate is what you're currently using per hour per engine, and momentarily you can look at how much you've used, and it'll go back to it's a spring loaded, so it goes back to the rate.
Ah, understand. Okay. Interesting. Thank you.
Now he goes. Drax, hey, you're in flight right now, heading from Düsseldorf to Arlanda. Lovely. With Eurowings Phoenix A310 and used Aveo for departure, but then disconnected because no ATC number. Okay, well, have a good flight day. Enjoy. Yeah, I'm just waiting for that guy to depart here, and then it's us next. Oh, that reminds me, I need to set a UR. Maybe Seattle or something. .8. There we go. Let's do that. TAR8. Traffic is on. Let's do terrain.
If you like, we can switch servers.
Can we do it now?
Yes, we can.
Okay, let's go North Europe.
Yeah, try it. North Europe.
Okay, and then just go resume. Okay. Oh, there we go. And runway is clear. Good suggestion.
And you're away. Can't see you anymore.
Yeah, you should.
But maybe it need a minute.
Yeah.
And all the other people, I think Steppe at least, should change as well.
Yeah, he should hear that that we're on European North now. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm ready. Mark, yeah, imagine if that worked in real life. That would be pretty cool. Steppe has heard it. Cool. Right. Ellipse time is on, and off we go. Thrust set.
Airspeed's alive.
Checked.
80 knots.
Checked.
Rotate. E2. Positive rate of climb.
Gear up.
How much is usual the separation between two 737s?
3 miles.
Okay.
So heading 165 is set. Let's go level change and 1 selected. Let's go autopilot on, speed 230 set. Flaps 1. I would say that's typical Seattle weather, isn't it? Alright, now flaps up. Gear lever neutral. It's a bit dark, the cockpit. And, yeah, the approach at the destination airport is the challenge, absolutely.
Look, the time is 12:40 and it's dark.
It looks like Amsterdam. True. Rainy weather. Cool livery though. Good. After takeoff checklist is as follows. We have, actually I can read that here, can't I? After takeoff, so engine bleeds are on. Packs. Auto pressurization is working. Alt acquire. Landing gear up and off, and flaps are up, lights out. That's the after takeoff checklist complete. So let's pretend we climb further. Let's try 390 then. And again, level change. We're on heading. 390 is set. And we know that there's higher terrain to the east, so we have to be careful when we turn. It's about 15,000 feet high, so yeah, careful with that. So when ready, when able, direct flap, we have a nice tight turn, and with that climb rate it should not be an issue, so we'll do the turn. Direct Schugal. No, I don't think we have the fuel for that, and the time. So, the latest update, the biggest changes apparently is how the aircraft handles the turbulence effects from Microsoft, and we've talked about it. I've said so many times that there's certain things here that are absolutely unrealistic. So so Randazzo confirmed that as well again today. We already passed 10,000 feet. Let's go VNAV. Accelerate. Right, do we have icing? We could do, so let's do wing anti-ice on as well, just in case. Yeah, Nika, there is. There's a little red button. Now again, these thrust levers are from the same guy that I got the A320 thrust levers from. So I have a, well, it says 4 there, but that's from the 747 set, which I'm using at 737 as well. So flap lever, speed brake lever. And there's a little red button there that acts as a toggle button for me, so that's pretty good. Ooh, these clouds. Whew. Man, I just really hope that these add-ons will get proper weather radar reflections soon. Drax, have a good landing. Yeah, so I'm really happy with the Bravo throttle quadrant. The reason being is that obviously it works with so many different add-ons, and so if you want to get the realistic feel regarding Boeing or Airbus or the the GA aircraft, you can simply just get separate add-ons and then exchange them quickly, and I really like that. Right, past transition, standard set, flush check.
There any switch in the overhead panel or somewhere else where I can switch the cabin lights on or off?
I can only. You mean like storm lights or something? Yeah, there's a dome light right on top there.
They mean that dome light, and my checklist is cabin lights as required. I don't know what they mean. Don't think I can switch them off from here.
Well, normally it's seatbelt signs, so I mean cabin lights. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, seatbelt signs is a separate position here.
No. No, cabin light. You can't do cabin lighting normally from the cockpit.
Yeah.
So we know that we're going to cross the Rockies. So right now, 11.2 is the highest grid. George, I'm keeping that private. Let's see if that command works here on YouTube as well. Yeah, there we go. Bob says there could be a option in the FMS or MZU to select cabin lights on or off.
Never seen that. Seatbelts already off?
Yeah. So I'm gonna wait until the SAT gets below -40 before I switch off the anti-ice. Where's my SAT? Is there no SAT indication anywhere?
I don't have one. I have TAT.
Oh, that's weird.
You have to calculate it.
No, you can't.
Manually.
Yeah, I mean, normally the systems will calculate it for you, but progress page 2. Ah, yeah.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, you're right. There we go. Yeah, it's not on the display. It's on the progress page number 2, -34. Thank you, Bob. Perfect.
It's a learning stream.
It is bumpy, no doubt. So later on, the question is for the approach. So if we do that circling like we talked about, the difficulty will be trying to guess your track mileage. So we know that we will get to the point where hopefully we'll see the runway, and then once we see the runway and the terrain, we can descend down to pattern altitude, which would normally be, let's say in this case, about 3,000 feet then, so 1,500 feet above the ground. Hey, Collimata.
Because you have to fly on, let's say, on the west side of the airport, where the terrain a bit higher than the airport, and when you descend too much, then you don't can't pass over the terrain.
Well, the question is, I mean, you flew that before, didn't you, Brennard? You tried it.
I did, yeah.
So
you need to wait until you cross the field. Do not turn before, otherwise you cut track miles. Then you turn directly to the west, fly this short before the terrain, turn to the north, this short before the river, and then you turn around to the east and then align to the runway. That was my route.
So my idea would be, if it's, I don't even know if the area is big enough, like, you know, do we have 2.5 miles? We should have, so 2.5 miles buffer. So normally what that means is that we could do a normal pattern, so cross the field, and like I said, turn west, and about 30 seconds past the runway, we turn downwind. And again, start the timer. And for each 100 feet that you are above the airfield, 3 seconds. So it's about 45 seconds outbound, depending on wind, etc. And then turn base and final. So that's the question, if that's possible in a normal pattern.
You can try it, but I would say the terrain permits that. Not verbietet es. You need to hug with the terrain, otherwise you can't do the turns. And you don't have enough track miles to descend.
So what I'll do, I'm going to put a... So can we do 2.5 miles distance? Oh, we can.
Yes.
So I've drawn a circle. Oh, lovely. We're coming up with the clouds here. Oh, nice. We have ground visibility as well. Cool. That looks nice. Collimator, I've bought this one. So these add-ons are from... let's see. There we go. So I did buy these quadrants from that website. And yes, they are 3D printed, but I don't have a 3D printer, so I can't print those. If you have one, maybe you get the plans and then you can do it yourself. I don't know. I'm not that knowledgeable on that topic. So I'm going to go to plan mode center. Let me go to Lex page and have a look. So interestingly enough, so Brennell, if I look at my nav display now, so 2.5 miles, that circle, right? That intersects pretty much that waypoint Ipvoth.
Okay.
So this one here, so that's a 2.5 mile circle. So it looks to me that you can do at least 2 mile radius turn here, so that will give you almost a normal pattern. So I'm not going to time it, I'm just going to have that circle visible, and I will then make sure I don't go outside that circle. And what I can do as well then is we'll do a opposite track, so that's 334 degrees. So I'll go back to fixed page and then go 334 2.5. And that way, I should be able to see the center line then as well.
But in the 737, you see it easier because this standard implemented.
Okay, yeah. So there we go. So now I know that at that intersection there, I need to be about 700, 800 feet above the ground, which would be about
Above the runway, Black Box, because the runway is laying on elevated terrain.
sorry, at the airport elevation. Yeah, that's what I meant. Okay, so the airport elevation is 1630. So then maybe 2,300, 2,400 feet. I want to be at the base then. So I'm just trying to pre-plan something so that I have a plan on how to fly the approach and not completely mess it up.
Yeah. And how about the missed approach? Simply do a tight pattern and try again?
Well, I mean, if it's a Borg landing, you have a missed approach. So you go Omvec and then just follow the missed approach procedure.
Ah, okay.
I mean, because we are landing to the south, so that's all right. Currently weather, it's variable 3 knots, 12 miles, few 900s, get at 3,000, so yeah. 1 degree Celsius, good lord. Blimey, it's cold there. Right, coming up 390. It's got some wind effect, wind ambience.
So, top of descent reached, and it's not that far to the top of descent for me. Wow, all the white mountains there. The white top mountains.
Yeah. Oh yeah, on the left side, yeah, cool. Collimator, you do have one, and I'm printing a MCP. Wow, okay, GG. Wow, okay, hats off. Always admire people that are able to do those things. Oh, it's driving me crazy that the sound, airframe airflow. Ah, that's it. That was it. There we go. One thing that's nice, I can hear the trim wheel very quietly now, so that's a good thing. So that's definitely improved. Alright, top descent is in 40 miles. So regarding the arrival, that's pretty much laid out, so we'll do that exactly according to plan. Track miles to the runway, it says 145. That was all right.
And my suggestion is to be almost fully configured at the beginning of the descent path, because it's a bit steep and you have problems to brake, to decelerate on this path. So do it early.
Okay. Just checking the...
I think at least at UBAC or better at applet you should be slow and configured.
Okay. Yeah, so we have to be 8,300 from tax to applet, and then 1,000-foot descent, but you got 4 miles. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess maybe gear down flaps 15 should be alright.
Yep.
Yeah, and then step descent down. Yeah, that should be alright.
I already entered 180 knots in the FMC for applet.
Cool. That's actually a good idea, yeah. Yeah, that way the FMS will calculate already.
Yeah, exactly.
And tax maybe 200. I think we'll put tax 190 already. So again, just sort of slow down. Yeah, it's Navigraph charts, exactly. Hey Scott, how you doing? Yeah, and Sim Toolkit Pro. So Bob has already answered that one. Yeah, so it's a nice tool, especially for streamers as well, because you get the infos on the top there regarding altitude, speed, etc. Yeah, and here you actually have also the option to enter your own websites, so I can actually call up the pages that I want. Oops. So we do that. Yeah, weather info here. So that looks all right.
I actually have 120 knots straight from the left. You as well?
Yeah, 103 knots at the moment. Fly Ludo, thank you much for the rate. I hope you had a good stream. Big shout out to Fly Ludo. Lovely scenery here.
Hey, the wind change for our destination, it is now 7 knots from 170. So our landing direction is correct, I think.
Roberto, hello to you. How are you doing? I'm going to descend down to level 200 initially, and then we'll see what the altitude says. So we go there, and we go up intervention. So VNAV path, start the descent here. The landing distance available. Let's have a look. So it's not a long runway, I know that. It's 5,300 feet. So about what, 1,600 meters? 1,700?
1615.
Yeah. So not the longest kind of runway, so I'm going to go with auto brake 3.
I will go with auto brake max.
Really?
Because you have snowy runway, and yeah, you need to touch down very quickly when you will go with auto brake 3.
Okay, we'll go auto brake max then. Max full reverse. Yeah. And speeds, we'll do a flat 40 landing, obviously, trying to be as slow as possible. And just take the routing again. That's all inserted. Roberto, you're doing fine. That's good to hear. And there we go. Nice. Minimum for the approach. It's an art of approach. Let's see, what do we need? We need, well, not much. It is circled to land, so the lowest we'll go is 4,400. So let's dial that in. Right. So next stream after today is next Tuesday, so I'm going to be working over the weekend yet again, so we have to go tomorrow and I'm back on Monday. Monday I'm flying almost through the night, so I'll be very tired on Monday. So Tuesday is the next stream. And then I'll be off again for another 5 days week work, and then yeah. So from the 22nd November onwards, I have a bit more time, and I have a little project I want to go upon. Reworking my setup here at home. Amsterdam, no, well, I have an exotic destination. That's for sure. But not Amsterdam, no.
Can you which one?
Sorry, say again, Brendan?
If you can reveal which the destination is.
No, it's quite a special destination, so I'd rather not.
Okay.
We don't fly that often to there, so I don't want to have people start following me everywhere.
Okay.
How was the salty? Well, to be honest, it was surprisingly good. I had no memes, no memes to report. I was actually really surprised. Actually, well, let's start at 4380 then. Baro finally set. Fantastic. Good. So descent, pressurization, descent altitude. I could go off now. Is 650 set. Recall checked. Auto brake is max. Landing data VREF 120 and minimum 4380. And approach briefing is completed. Although the missed approach, let's quickly review the missed approach procedure. So, so do not exceed 185 knots until Gadef, which is to the south there. So 185 is maximum, probably flaps 5 then. Climb on track 194 to Omvec, then a little left turn. We climb to 8,800 on track 164 to Gadef. As required, shuttle climb. Lol. That's interesting wording.
What is the shuttle climb?
Well, I would expect, like, you know, a fast climb.
Okay.
Like space shuttle. I don't know. That's how I would input. I've never seen that, to be honest, in any description for the missed approach. Let's go right. Cool. So, from Anger, that one there, 9,500 to Tykes. So we can actually go down to, let's say, 14,000 initially. And then we'll go descend according to the profile. We tell it to no one, of course not. Yeah, Sapphire, I had exactly the same question. And if you go progress page number 2, there you find the SAT. Yeah, I didn't know that either, so.
I have a kind of a problem, Black Box.
What?
A big one.
Uh-oh.
I can't move my controls anymore. I move my yoke around, but the yoke is not working, and the same for the thrust lever.
Yeah, but that's
Pedals are
locked for me. Have you switched the autopilot off?
No, autopilot is on.
Yeah, but that's so mine don't move if everything's on automatic.
Normally you can move the thrust lever, but it's only showing in the FMS.
Yeah, I think I mean, if I switch the auto thrust off quickly, just for a second. Yeah, now the thrust does move. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, okay, then I will see.
Ah, okay, so a shuttle procedure is a maneuver involving a descent or climb in a pattern resembling a holding pattern. Ah, there we go. Shuttles are generally prescribed on instrument approach routes in mountainous areas. Cool, that's good to know. See, something learned again.
Can you tell me again what this means?
Yeah, so shuttle means in the holding pattern you do a steep climb or descent.
Ah, okay. Circling around, and while that you are climbing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Currently I'm on... Let me see. Speeds. Vina. Yeah, interesting. I'm not sure why. It's currently on ARM, idle descent. What plane is it, Chris? A 737-700 from PMDG. Yeah, weather is clearing up nicely. Just like a few clouds in the valleys there. Nice. Cool. Looking very pretty. So we're about to pass transition. And we're now descending 9,500 feet. Hey Toto. Yeah, I'm not sure why it's doing that, Toto. I've just been messing about with the auto thrust a bit. But normally there would be a setting in here, wouldn't there? At least in ARM, yeah, you should have the option to move the thrust levers. Setup options.
Normally you can say in the simulation settings that you can say show thrust lever position to yes.
Yeah, normally you can do that.
Stage number 2, the simulation
Is it?
settings.
Return setup menu.
Options simulation, and then page 2. There is in the middle show thrust lever positions to yes. And then you can normally move your hardware thrust lever, and you can see it in the ecam page. Little blue line where your thrust lever is set to.
Okay.
And normally this works, but
no, it's not working at the moment.
actually it's not working for me.
Yeah, for me not. 3014 altimeter. Oops.
Wood pushing N1 simply give full rated power. Okay.
You mean in the FMS?
Yeah. Put the road is.
So N1. Auto. Yeah, probably. So now we have the issue again that well, actually we are okay on profile, it says. We have 40 miles to go, 12,000 feet. Yeah, should be alright then. But we know that the PMG still is a bit clean. Wow, look at the mountains there. That's incredible. That beautiful weather for circling then. Nice.
How many miles for you to Anya?
I'm about 2 miles away from it.
2, okay. Then you are about 30 miles in front of me.
Yeah, that
Very
should be
good.
fine for the circling. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So seatbelts on. Do some lights on. Oh, the rest of them as well. That goes to continues already. Good, good, good. Ah, beautiful area again. Absolutely lovely.
Yeah,
Hey,
I
Tishka.
love Alaska and
Yeah.
Canada are very beautiful.
Yeah. Tishka, how are you doing? Right, I'm just gonna leave it on VNAV path. The minimum altitude right now is 9.5, and after tax is 8.3. But I am starting to configure the aircraft now, so I'm gonna go flex 1, just slow down a bit. Nice. So Bob is the expert for 777 and 747. In the approach phase, an orbital procedure described, so the shuttle is descending at more than 2,000 feet. It all can require missed approach or departure procedure when certain airports. So there it is. Really interesting. Enough copy and paste. Nice. So it's what? So also 2,000 feet at least on the departure then. Wow, look at that. Yeah. Caramba.
When I'm approaching such an area, I always ask myself, will you really land between these mountains?
I guess the airport is somewhere in that valley there. Thanks, Stipke. We're still on profile, it says. So
This airport is a kind of paro.
okay.
You will see. I think it's almost the same difficulty level.
Okay. So, I've got my plan all laid out. Let's see how it goes. Toto, circle land 33, no, 15. Wind is from the south, so we're going to cross the field and turn a on a right-hand downwind base final. So I've already drawn in. I've already drawn in the approach there. Boring. I think the 737 it's all right. It's not too boring. The 737. Even
Toto,
though-
this is not boring, trust me.
Right, let's go. Flaps 5. Hey Street, how are you doing? Nice to see you. But I don't know, Tota, I'm just honestly... Yeah, I mean, sure, if circling 3-3, it would be more of a giant. But in the 737, I don't know. Challenger, maybe. Who knows, Toto? Maybe you can show me next time we do shared flight. How to fly the approach.
Yes, that would be awesome.
Landing rate prediction splash. Oh, that reminds me. Hang on, we can do the FSI panel landing rate.
Would it really work? Because I don't have this gotten to work only when I start the approach with the FSI panel and not when I'm only landing with that.
Okay. So what I'm doing, I'm selecting the airport, selecting the runway 15.
Ah, okay.
And then, so that's what I selected. Selected the airport, runway, and then it gives me the button there on the bottom, rate my landing. So that's what I'm going to press now, and it's monitoring. So that should work.
Ah, okay, that's how it works. Okay, I will try.
Yeah, totally. You're going to have to show me. I don't know how to fly the approach. You've got to show me. Right, come on. Here we go. Do I see an airport? Oh, God. Not yet. Blimey. Cool.
It's behind the mountain in front there.
Yeah.
Oh,
So, let's go down. So we'll descend down to 7,300 now. That's the lowest we can go. Gears coming down. For the extra drag. Drags, I'm sorry. Maybe better luck next time.
2,500.
Right, that's 15. So 7,300 until we get to the next waypoint called Bubak. So we're slowing down nicely. I'm going to go now with vertical speed here. Lol, that shake. That's a bit too much shake for the gear drag, rumble, movement. Alright, there you go. Wind was 21 knots. Well, there we go. Keep practicing. I love how it's a bit hazy on the valley there. Kind of a challenge as well regarding that visibility. So 7,300 until we get to Bubak, and then we descend to 6.8. Wow, that was fantastic. Look at that. Hey Farai, how you doing? Nice to see you. Right, I'll hold so we can go 6.8 now. And down we go. Oh. Let's go flaps 25. No, Toten, we're not landing straight, so we're crossing the field. Yeah, so we're going to cross the field, join a right downwind, right base. So it's a visual approach to the right. Yeah, we're doing the loop, yeah, exactly.
you can't land straight because you are more than 2,000 feet above the runway when you're crossing it.
Well, theoretically, I mean, you could go visually now and just descend visually in the valley. I guess that's what some pilot would probably do.
But I have my doubt that you can do that.
Right, so
the
we're gonna...
turn is way too steep.
So we'll descend now to 5,300 until EPOF. Hey Sarf, doing good, how are you doing? So let's arm the speed brakes, because later we'll be able to do so. Approach altimeters, set 3014. Right. So let's hope our investment in that add-on, that airport add-on works. Now I can see the valley where we need to. I can see the river, so that's where we're going to have to do the circling. Hey Lord and Kron, how you doing? Popcorn is out, yeah. Give me some, please. That is exciting. Right, so we've got 124 on the approach speed then.
Would you switch off packs for the approach?
No. I mean, what?
For go around.
Yeah, well, you could. I mean, it's a light aircraft, so I don't think, you know, you can do at least 2,000 feet per minute. Flaps 5, etc., and that should not be the issue. Good luck. We're all counting on you. Thank you, Pilsrich. Right. So the last step down is past Ipvof. So we have to maintain the 5,300 until we're past that waypoint there. And I can see the runway very faintly there. So already I'm going to turn off the flight directors. And I'll set the missed approach. That was 8 actually. So let's descend down. I'm gonna leave the flaps as they are. And put them to 40 when we're on the base turn. I'm gonna leave all the thrust in for now, just simply because I want to. Oh yeah, that looks better, Brennell. Yeah, so it's not completely snow covered now. Yeah, that looks good. Alrighty.
Approaching minimums.
Right, continue.
Minimums.
Let's put the flight path vector. So I'm going to continue to send now visually down to 1,500 feet pattern altitude. So that's about 3,000
feet. Okay.
Yeah, 3,100 feet, and then again, I'm going to try to stay within that 2.5 mile circle because that's going to be painful if we go outside of that. So no joke. So there we go.
Caution, terrain. Caution, terrain. Caution, terrain.
Which one is terrain? Is that this one? There we go.
The most wide of the trees.
Yeah. So, well, you can see, ooh, 2.5 miles is difficult to stay clear of that mountain there. Blimey, that is spicy. And it's a bit of a glare as well from the windshield. Right, let's go flaps 40. Stabilizer motion. No joke. Alright, flaps of 40. Landing checklist. Speed brake, arm green light, gears down 3 green, flaps of 40, green light, and we've got the engine start service continuous. Right, now we can descend. Let's get auto thrust off. So now I need to descend. So I want to be at, what, 2,300 in the turn later there. Oh my god. Right, and again, stay within 2.5 miles. So we need to descend quickly.
Don't turn too late or you end up in a wall.
Yep, turning. So 2.5 miles. There's the riverbed. And you can see that really helps you with that that arc indication there to get yourself onto the right path. Just so I don't plant myself into that mountain there. Wow, that is spicy. Good lord. Right, 2 miles, 600 feet. There's the runway. Good god!
400.
You are kidding me! I want to see Parpies yet. Come on, we descend here. So I don't see any Parpies, so this is like completely to feel. Oh my god. So the picture looks alright. It doesn't look too high. Oh, actually, I'm right on path. Too red, too wide.
You can
No! Go away. Go away. No. Forget it.
Don't wait until you're sideways, baby, sliding on the ground. You can always
Oh, I was perfect on the
around.
I got a bit high there. Careful percent rate.
200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20.
Come on. Oh! No! Go around.
Really?
Laps 15.
No, Street OG. I know he can do it.
Blame Mark. Blame Mark, because I did not hear anything anymore. I did not know how high I was. Pause, brake, climb, gear up. Oh my god. Payback. You wait, Mark. You wait until we do our next shared flight.
Okay. Then I know which route you will fly.
Right, fast climb here. 185 maximum. Do you realize we've got to do this all again? Right, a bit too much power really, but...
What was the problem?
I
It looked good.
yeah, I just did a brake way too hard. I thought I was coming down so fast, and I just pulled back on the yoke just way too hard. Right, here comes flaps 5. Let's go. Put the speed to there. We're almost at 8.8, inbound to the holding fix. Let's get everything set up again. Heading select. Oop. There we go. Alt acquire, and we go to the fix. But I don't want to really enter the holding because we've already got 8.8. Highest terrain is fine as well. So if I insert the approach again. So we go with that again via Anja, execute, and then we go direct to Anja again. Execute. Let's go 9,000 feet. Ah, that approach was so good. It was so good on final. I thought I had nailed it, but no, I can't blame Mark for the bad flare. I did that the last time. I did that in Monterey as well, and it's just at the end. So when I come into the flare, for some reason I pull back, and I have a feeling that the aircraft doesn't respond. So then I yank it back even more, and then the aircraft responds by pitching up like crazy. So let's go and speed up again. Let's go to 50.
In my opinion, it is the overdone ground effect. You come in the ground effect, and then it is pushed up as the hell. It is way too much.
Yeah, could be. Could be. Okay, flaps going up. Flaps are up. Speed to 50, and then that's a new excuse. Well, it's the truth. So are we safe at 9,000? I'm not 100% sure, so let's go to 11,000. Because the sector's at 10.3. So now we have to do it all again. Oh, my nerves. Right, fuel check, 3 tons. What's min diversion? Min diversion is 2.2. So we can do one more approach.
You don't need to divert. Even if you have to go do one more go round, you can do it.
Oh, that's fine. Brennell, did you land yet?
On final now.
Okay, so I'll be quiet for a while. Let Brennell concentrate.
Yep. Okay, landed.
Nice, GG.
Okay, I have some experience. I think it's my 5th landing here.
Nice. So I'm gonna I'm gonna make sure I don't pull back too hard this time. Just let the aircraft settle down. At least I have an excuse then.
Yeah, but there is a kind of wind here. I felt it.
Yeah, but still, that was me just yanking the stick back way too hard on that second input.
Maybe it's the difference between the 700 and the 800.
Tony, the whole approach is visual. So initially, it's the Arnav, but later then the circling is visual. So
I have to hurry up because Stepp goes on a short final.
okay,
Okay, runway is clear.
good luck, Stepp.
Almost managed it. Okay, stop here and have a look.
So 9.5 until we hit Tykes, and then we descend down again 8.3.
I think he did it.
Nice, GG. Man, I'm so annoyed by it. It all looked perfect, and then yeah, did Chris make this delivery, or was it Eternal?
Eternal.
Eternal made the delivery for us, yeah. Yeah, it is incredible.
I think he need to make it for the 600 as well.
Yeah.
And for the 800.
Yeah. The flame mark, yeah, exactly. But I have a memory like an elephant when it comes to that, so Mark. Mark zipped it, yeah. But it was the right decision to go around, definitely, so. Not force it. Pre-dial 8,300 for the next leg. So from Yikes down to Eppley or Eplet 83 and then so on. We'll start configure the aircraft again. Ah, now I see it, Brendel. So here, so now that blue arc, that shows the position of the thrust levers. So it's like a donut in the A320 where you can synchronize.
Yeah, exactly.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I get it. Yeah,
But I didn't have it in the cruise flight. It appeared in the final somewhere.
Oh, that's a nice feature though. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, if you fly it, yeah.
And you can see where you have to position the thrust lever before you switch off auto thrust.
Yeah, that's a good thing. Man, I mean, this is exactly what you're supposed to do. I mean, well, normally it would be a bit higher if you're on the VNAV path. You wouldn't have to fly that low. So that's the lowest you're allowed to go. And it's going to give you at least 1,000 feet clearance, although I would say probably more like 2,000 feet. But it does look low, doesn't it? Blimey.
But it's the official published path.
Yeah, the flight directors, I did turn the flight directors off, but we went around, I pressed the toggle buttons, and so that's why the flight director popped back on. So it doesn't matter what the switches are, or what, if they're on off, if you press the toggle buttons, they will appear again. At least
what do you think about the rule to switch both flight directors off and then the first officer flight director on?
That's weird.
Really?
Yeah, that is really weird. But I know you referring to the Mentor Pilot
yeah, exactly.
video regarding that. What was the airline again that crashed?
Asiana.
Asiana
in San Francisco.
Yeah, in San Francisco, exactly, with the 777. Yeah, very tragic. Yeah. Next time, take the Q400. I know, right? AMD confirms cost 1,000. Really, that's a lot cheaper. Yeah. I guess I'm gonna have to wait for some benchmarks on those. Fuel 2.8. We're still good on the fuel. Here comes flaps 1. I love the weather here. Beautiful. Maybe I need to put one more spring into the yoke here, because it does feel a little bit soft. So down we go.
This yoke has a kind of force feedback.
Yeah, with spring loaded.
Okay.
But it's a bit springy, pardon the pun, but oops.
But it could have a kind of electric motor which pushes the yoke in, due to some turbulences or so, like in real.
Yeah. Yeah, Pilsnerish, I think I took 1 or 2 springs out, so yeah, it does feel a little bit too soft in the pitch mode there. Especially during flare. Thank you, Mark. Don't try to sweet talk your way out of that. Like I said, I have a memory like an elephant on that, so... So I'm looking forward to next shared flight with you, Mark. I'm not sure if you should. The Thrustmaster yoke? Yes, it's the Boeing yoke, yeah. Hey Neil, how you doing? Right, 8.3, we are at Eplet, now we go down to 7.3. Let's put that to flaps 10 and gear down.
Last time I was here, I was in the Dash 8 Q400 here.
Okay.
And it was a very nice approach, but when you're used to the visuals of MSFS, then P3G is very disappointing.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, so you can open up the panel here on the bottom, and there's springs in there, and you can exchange, or you can take some springs out if you want. And I did that, so. Oh, nice, Bone King. GG. Well done. So we've got gear down, flaps 10. Everything's set. Speed brake still armed. So we're descending down to 7.3 until Wubak. And then we go step descend down to 6.8. I just love the haze in the valleys there. That was so nice.
I think these are ice crystals.
Could be. Right, so the landing rate monitor is still monitoring. Guys, regarding the replay stuff, so the recorder, where was that again? Yes, live weather at Pilsrush, yeah. Oh, 6.8.
Oh, my landing was at 178 feet per minute.
Wow, okay,
That's nice.
That's very good.
But I was a bit off the center line, 8 meters.
Yeah. Camera.
Landing distance 300 meters
Yeah.
is off as well.
The flight recorder. What, options or what? Right, we go down to 5.3 now. Flaps 15. Options. Options. Experimental. Where's experimental? Experimental. No, it's just got. It just has smart docking system and debug vegetation.
Don't do it, black box. Or a symbol crash, maybe.
Oh, I need to put in the speeds in. Flaps 40. There. Okay, so Microsoft options. Hold on. General options. Developers. Developer mode is on. Camera.
Completely down, there's experimental on the left side.
Yeah, I have the experimental on. It's just I'm looking for the recording.
I think you first
Okay,
need to
the experimental. Okay, there we go. The
Yeah.
replay tool. There we go. Got it. Okay, thank you. So now. Replay. Oh, there we go. There it is. So, I just record now, correct? Record. And that's all. So, got a field inside. I'm going to start descend to pattern altitude again. Flaps 25 and 8 for the missed approach. Water thrust off. Come on, let's descend. So we want to go again to about 3,200 feet. Continue. And 88. Set. Right, we're crossing the field.
Caution, terrain. Caution, terrain.
So that was where we were kind of worried about before, going into that mountain on the side. So next aim point then is about 2.4. Turning base. And 121 for the final approach there. There we go. So that's the mountain we're trying to miss here. So going 40, final checklist or landing checklist completed again.
Terrain,
So,
terrain.
disregard. So now we go down towards the end there. So 2.5. Good luck. Thank you much. We're counting on you. So that's the other side. I want to be just above that there. So let's keep descending. Oh, that was a bit bumpy just there. So let's keep descending and let's have a look. So yeah, a bit tighter this time, which is good. So stay within that river valley. Let's keep turning. 900 feet. 2 miles should be 600 feet. So let's keep descending. There's the runway coming in. Come on. Wow, this approach is crazy, guys. You need to do this.
I think you like my challenge.
500. 400.
Disregard. So 500 feet above the ground there, 2 miles, a bit less than that, so we should be alright, a bit fast. Careful now. I think I see 1 white, 3 red. Let's correct that. Yeah, it looks just a little bit shallow. That looks alright now. Careful, descent rate. 60 feet per minute should be fine. Yeah, 1 white, 3 red, within limits.
300.
Just keep the aim point.
200.
Keep the aim point. Don't get too low.
100.
Just over the fence there.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Come on. So we got spoilers. Reverse green. Full reverse. Wow, that stopped quickly. Many brakes. Blimey. Now the brakes are going to overheat.
You made the exit. Wow.
Yeah, I know, right? Probably now I'm stuck.
Auto brake off.
Oh, hang on, it's disarmed though.
Yeah, but you need to do it off.
Well, it's disarmed, so it shouldn't really matter.
Okay.
All right, so whew, I'm sweating, guys. Thank you for lying right now. Hold on. Now this is interesting. The Sim Toolkit Pro says it's 260 feet per minute. So let's have a look what the FSI panel says after we parked. Ah, okay. So the light came on later. Okay, I didn't see that. Right, let's just stop here. Now, I'm going to leave the aircraft running because of the replay. So we stop this here, right? Stop. And then we can replay. And then I need to ask about camera track recording. Oh, let's do that again. Come on, there we go. So, landing report, guys. Here it is. So, landing distance, very good in the touchdown zone. Oh, it says it wasn't right, was it? Nah, that's probably just a scenery glitch then.
Yeah, maybe.
And it says rate of descent minus 190 feet per minute. Nice landing.
Very
Rest
good.
was good as well, so I'm happy with that. But you can see already difference between what Sim Toolkit Pro spits out and what the FSI panel says. Cool. Okay, guys. So now, what do we need to do for the replay? Is there anything else? Hawkey, hey. Scenery glitch. No, seriously. I mean, I have video proof, Mark. I was not 9 meters right of the runway. Come on. You saw that as well. So for the replay, I've got flaps out. Anything else I need to do?
Start the replay. Have you saved it?
Do you need to save it? No, you can just replay it. There we go. So, oh, that's it. So camera recording. Now I can actually move around, go in the outside view as well. There we go. Tishka, what you mean? Yeah. So that's what I did. So while I was in the approach, I loaded FSI panel, and when you are within 100 miles, I think it is, then you select the airport. You select the. Let me show you that. Cool. Skip the update. So you go into the main screen, you select the airport manually, you select the runway manually, right? And then once you've done that, you can then click on Rate My Landing. When you click on that, it says monitoring. And that's it. And it monitors in the background your landing statistics.
You can do it again. Let's see what it says for the replay.
Right. It's actually, I'm surprised. The replay is actually quite smooth. Yeah, Tishka, welcome. That's really nice. Even the sounds play, which is good. So there we go. There's the airport down below. Yeah, and in real life, you would cut this a bit closer. You wouldn't go that close to the mountain there. I'm sure that visually you would just stay here. Yeah, you wouldn't go that close to that mountain. Pretty sure. Yeah, that's a bit like showing off. Because I mean, for the passengers, when you look outside, that's scary. I mean, the whole approach is scary, but still, that's really scary.
Some of the pro pilots, they come from your left side, there where the river is. They approaching overhead the river and then turning final.
Okay.
A little bit easier approach.
Yeah, weather looks great as well, right? Man, this is actually nice. You can do a really nice kind of content. I didn't realize it was working this well here. You can go back inside.
How about to do some video clips of exciting approaches and cut them together and make a nice video of it.
Yeah.
Intro video or so.
Well, we are in the process of doing some new stuff, Reynolds, on that. So Senshai is helping.
Oh wow.
Now I know that you can select different viewpoints as well, so we can do kind of a shot where we're static at the runway. But let's just do now this. And the cool thing is, guys, you know what this means? We can do, just like an X-Plane, do many replays until you guys believe me that the landing was brilliant. Oh, look at the river there, beautiful. Yeah, minimum, Mark, minimum. Well, that was nice, nice and stable.
Let's see if you are on the center line.
Yeah, here comes video proof. It said 9 meters right, which I was definitely not 9 meters right. No way.
This is just fun.
Yes, please. Man, I like this. So, replay. Stop. Actually, no, stop here first of all, then stop this. So, play. Oh! Hang on. So, oh, it records. Oh, that's what it records. So this records what you are looking at during the replay. Ah, I get it. I get it.
Camera track recording, nice.
So what I would like to do now is, we can zoom forward. How do I get camera type, showcase, fixed camera? How can I get to the airport? External view. Yeah, Toto, it does. You've got to be careful with that, it seems. Showcase drone camera. Okay, hang on. Showcase. Ah, there we go. That was it. Thank you. Alright, so what we can do now... I'm just going to go to the... Oh, yes, please. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that looks nice.
You can see there is the snow removed from the turning aircrafts on the turn pad.
That's
crazy.
True. Yeah.
It's a bit too low, I would say.
Oh, can't slew forward.
Maybe pause and then slew. Not stop. Pause is that with the two lines there. Yeah.
Yeah, but no, I couldn't.
Yeah. Don't do it. Okay.
Well, maybe someone else and he knows. I think you can move the track cursor forward backward while reading. No, it keeps jumping back. That's the thing. So
try the right mouse button maybe.
Nope, keeps pulling back. So the cool thing is to click on the point.
Set sequence location.
No.
What's that?
So now you can kind of record each track and then save those recordings. Then is that how it works? Yeah, I've tried it, Pilsners. Yeah, I already tried pause and then dragging it. But it keeps jumping back, strangely enough. So that means simply next time just...
I can move the cursor around when I'm on pause.
Okay. Right, there's the aircraft. Look at that. Yeah, I tried. So if I go to pause...
Do you have, when you're looking down there, there's track 1, track 2, track 3. Can you maybe switch through them? Maybe your recording is multiple tracks.
Well, the thing is that the recording is something different. So all you're doing with the recording is you're recording, kind of filming what you are seeing right now. It's not changing anything. Stop recording. What do you mean? I have stopped recording. Oh no. Huh? But I did stop recording.
You stop the camera track recording, but not the sequence recording. That's a different one.
Well, it doesn't work. I can't click it. Or maybe now because it doesn't matter. Alright, let's just continue to play. We're almost there. Just saw the aircraft come around the corner there. There it is. Just saw it blinking. There it is. No, so guys, I've got to get up early tomorrow morning, so no more flight, I'm afraid.
Maybe get a little bit more off the ground, black box.
Oh, you mean the camera recording? Yeah, but I do want to record. I do want to record because I want to record the... What's going on? What happened now? Where's my... No!
Showcase you need. Showcase and then...
Oh, there we go. Yeah, Toto, well, maybe we do that together. Even does a touchdown very nicely. So, stop, stop. Yeah, you're right, that's the reason, okay. So what I want to do, how can I move the camera now? Hold on. There we go. Where's the tower? Over there.
Good night, Black Box.
Thank you much, Sepke. Thanks for flying along. Good night to you.
Thank you, Steppe. Good night. Would be very nice when you can assign a button to pause or stop or something like that. You don't have to use the menu there. I think it is still beta. They are working on it.
Yeah, that was nice. I do like it. It has improved. That's pretty cool. So, stop. If I save, does it save all of these tracks now? So let me just go save as. So let me do that. JSON replay. Let's so Charlie Yankee Charlie Golf London. Right, so I saved it. Cool. And I guess now maybe now the sim has crashed. Oh no, it probably takes a while until it's all saved.
When you close now the simulator and you then want to play the recording, what do you have to do? You need to put the same aircraft on the same airport, or
Good night, Black Box.
Yeah, now it can load. Voyager, mach's gut, good night.
Good night, black box.
With these
Thanks so
plus
much.
buttons on the right of the timeline, you can say markers. You can set markers on the timeline.
Ah, okay. That's right. Okay, cool. Well, there we go. Had some nice, lovely replays as well. Now, how do I get back to my original position?
Reset sequence? No.
Yeah, so now I'm in the aircraft again. I have full control. That is so weird, though, isn't it? It's a kind of weird replay system. It physically puts the aircraft.
Maybe you can push it back to the approach, and you can fly again from there.
Theoretically, yes. Time travel.
But I don't think if all autopilot modes and speeds and so on are saved.
Yeah, probably not. But I mean, I'm very happy with that.
Yeah, it's
That was
very
a
good.
very nice challenge. Thank you much, Brendel, as always, for the wonderful challenges.
You're welcome.
Very entertaining as always.
There's still a little one open if you like. Sometimes it's not that challenging like this one, but it's scenic and it's nice.
That was from Sedona, right? To
From Sedona to Kilo Golf Uniform Charlie, I think. I don't know the name of the airport
Okay.
right now.
I will check that. The sim can't save the state of add-on aircraft that have their own. Ah, okay, I get it. Totally, yeah. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah. Yep. Right, so we landed, what was that, 2.6 tons? So still about 600 more than, or 500 more than required. Spicy, but I'm happy with it. I'm really chuffed with the second approach as well. So quite nice. And a good thing is that you saw with good preparation, so the 2.5 mile circle, and just have a general game plan where you put yourself some gates in the approach. So downwind, base, turning final. So 2 miles, at 600 feet to the threshold elevation. That sort of stuff, that really helps you in monitoring the approach, and just make sure that you are, somewhere within reasonable boundaries up and down from the approach path. So it's not so much guesswork, it's right. Happy with that. Cool. Shutdown. Fuel pumps. Let's put those off. That one remains on. Probe heats off. Hydronic panel is set. Flaps are up. Parking brake is still set. Engine start levels cut off. And weather radar in up. Nice. My dear friends, thank you so much for the support. Big thank you again. Shout out to SimCaesar and to Lead the Pilot for their raids today. Thank you so much for the support, my dear moderators. Thank you so much for the help. And then, if you like, I'll be back next Tuesday. And next Tuesday's the 9th, isn't it? So, yeah, some lots of stuff happening next week with the update coming out from Microsoft Flight Sim SU11, the IndyBuilds A310. So lots of stuff to look out for. Fantastic. Very nice. Thank you so much, Gabriel. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I did enjoy it. Cool, guys. Thank you so much. And I'll see you again very, very soon. Take care, everyone. Good night.